Okay. So good evening, everybody. So today we are going to learn first part of data visualization, primarily in data visualization. First question I'll ask is, can you please somebody in less than like 5 or 6 words, can you type out what do you understand by data visualization? Faster you can answer, faster we can move with the process because there is a lot to learn today.
Yeah.
Even one response is enough for me. That's fine. Visualizing data. Mohammed Yasser. Yeah. Thanks, Mohammed Yasser. Visualizing data, correct? In the form of graphs. Basically, what happens when you go to higher management level, like you go to an operations manager and above, and then you have a senior operations manager, general manager operations, or SDL, as we like to call them, service delivery leaders, CEOs, CFOs. They don't want to look at the whole spreadsheets of data. How many employees are there? They don't want to know how much salary each employee is getting, who is getting high, who is getting less, name wise. They would just like to see a graph of how many employees are there, how many is getting paid more than 50,000, how many is getting paid between 50,000 and 1 lakh, so on and so forth. That graph, primarily in simple words, if I have to say, that graph is called data visualization. I hope everybody understood this. So that is data visualization. So if you have to come to the graph itself, that means you have to have some data behind it. That data is what we are going to talk today. Now data basically means it's a collection of information. In very simple terms, which I remember studying in my 9th grade, data means collection of information. So data in any organization, you will not get it in an organized form. Okay, because so many verticals, what we call departments, they are actually called verticals in corporate language. So many verticals will send you data. Finance will send you data, operations will send you data, workforce management will send you data, QMS, quality will send you data, transport will send you data, admin will send you data, HR will send you data, vendors will send you data. Everybody has different formats. And not all of them are good at Excel. And so not all of them will send you data in Excel, .xlx format, .xls or .xlsx format, or .xlsn format. Some people will send you to Notepad, some will send you in Word, some will send you in PPT. I have bad data sent to me in PPT. And some will send you in .csv format. .csv is the majority type of format you get. Apart from that, you'll be asked to download data from different tools like CRM tools, customer relationship management tools, telephony tools in call centers, like Tally. From Tally, you have to, if any of the BCom aspirants, MCom CA, anybody wants to do CA here, you will be downloading data from Tally. Now, not all the tools or the software will let you download in .xls in an Excel format. Most of them do actually, but some of them are limited to .csv format. That CSV means comma separated values. So my request to each one of you is attending this course is please keep a notepad and pen next to me and write down next to you, sorry, and write down major point. .csv is comma separated values. So all these formats. And then sometimes your boss will ask you to make some research, do some research on Google, on pricing, on inventory formats, on the market trends. Now, when you go on research, you will find, okay, you will get some data from the internet. Now, not all this data will be in the format that you want. Now, whatever I told you, you get data from here, there, in that format, this format. These are all primarily called data mining. Data mining is nothing but finding data either in net, email, getting it from different departments. Some people will also send you data like this. Some company in paper format, they send you data. This is actually a data that I received. Not I didn't receive, one of my team guys received. So I brought it home just to show you. So we receive data in this format also, in hard copies. So all the data that you collect, that part is called data mining. I'm going to teach you all 2-3 minutes of definition of all these important jargons. Please understand this. These are very important words that and phrases that you have to remember when you go to corporates. So once you do data mining, you get all the data in one form. Yeah, Ravi, you want to say something? Okay, sorry. No, you get all the data in one place. Now you have to put data in a proper format. In some companies they are called schemas. Mostly it is called format. You have to put it in a sensible format. So that format is called data cleaning, removing the noise under them. Okay, it's called data cleaning. So once you clean this is the process. Once you clean the data, now the data makes sense to you. Okay, now there are spelling mistakes, there are formatting errors. Sometimes there is salary is in date format, date is in number format. There are no decimals, and some names, for example, Srikant, L is there. S is in small letter, L is also in small letter. That you have to correct. So now you have to get into data formatting. Next is data formatting. Then once you do the data formatting, now you get into data analysis. That is the next step. Now we started with what? What was the first step? Can anybody type me? Type in the comment. What was the first step for data? Please type out. Any one person is also fine, so that we can move ahead. What is the first step? Data? No, data for not Jalaluddin, not data format. Aggregation comes later. Nice. At least I love the response, Ravi. Love the response. Then cleaning. Okay. First step is data mining. Collection. Correct. Praneeth Kopula. Collection. That's called data. Purvi. Correct. Purvi Shetty. Data mining. First step is data mining. Then next step is what? After you mine the data, Chinmayi, data mining. Correct. Data formatting. There are some data entries, but data formatting, arranging it properly. Praneeth Kopula. Correct. Arranging it properly is formatting. Correct, Chinmayi. Formatting. Once you format, then what you do? Clean the data. Correct, Mohammad Yasser. Cleaning the data. Correct. Data cleaning, Pavan. Correct. Once you clean the data, collection clean, then now correct. Analyzing the data. Correct. Data cleaning, Pavan. Correct. Then analyzing the data. Perfect. Uppula Sneha. Correct. Cleaning the data. Great team. Exploring. We'll come to that, Yasser, in some time. Good words. Analyzing the data is the step that we are going to talk about. Okay. Data mining, data formatting, data cleaning, data analysis. Good. Who was the last person? Again, say hi. I missed the name. Sorry. That guy actually put the process with arrow marks. I love that kind of involvement. Jalaluddin, great job. So yeah, that is how it should be. Okay. Let's keep responding to each other. I learned Excel on my own. There was not active net connection and all that. So only way I can teach you is if you get involved. Thank you guys. So here we are now talking about data analyzing. Just after data cleaning and data analyzing, there is something in between called data manipulation. Now the word manipulation is very bad. Don't use it anywhere outside. We are not changing the data. We are making the data more understandable. That is what we are going to talk about. Once you manipulate the data in the right way, then you condition the data, then you formatting and all you do analyze. Once you analyze data, is what is put into graph called data visualization. That's the last part you get in. Okay, you have to mine, clean, format, analyze, then you visualize. That is it. Jalaluddin added to put some hyphens, arrow mark. Jalaluddin added. Last one is data visualization. Good job, guys. Very nice. Ravi, good crowd, Ravi. Good job. Okay. So now who uses? First, let me answer this major question. Who uses Excel? Okay. So let me just share with you who uses Excel. Ravi, just tell me if you are able to see my screen.
Okay, sir.
PPT. Yeah, you're able to see the screen?
No, give me a second. Let me check. No, sir.
Not yet?
Not it.
Yeah, Krishna Garla
Yeah.
also has posted the process.
Now,
Yeah, now it is?
it's yes. Yes.
Excellent. So, guys, we are discussing who is going to use, what kind of professionals are going to use Excel. You can read through this: corporate and finance, financial analyst, accountant, auditor, investment analyst, tax consultant, risk analyst, actuary. Anybody from finance team, please give a thumbs up. Next is data analytics. Data analyst, business analyst, MIS executive, operations analyst, market research analyst. Anybody aspiring to do this, please give a thumbs up. Operations and supply chain management. Inventory managers, Mohammed Yasser aspiring. Okay. Supply chain analyst, logistics coordinator, procurement executive, production planner. Anybody aspiring to be in operations and supply chain, please give a thumbs up. Sales and marketing, sales analyst, CRM specialist, digital marketing analyst, marketing coordinator. Anybody aspiring to sales and marketing, please give a thumbs up. Administration and HR. HR for mainly for reports and payroll, recruitment analyst, training and development coordinator. Anybody aspiring to HR, please give a thumbs up. Customer support and service. This is the back office, not sales. So customer service manager, reporting metrics, feedback, support quality analyst. Again, not a person who actually checks the quality, a person who uses Excel to, he gets data from the quality department and he makes sense of the data and reports it to the higher manager. Anybody aspiring in this job, please give a thumbs up. R&D in project management. Project manager, quality analyst. I think I'll get a lot of thumbs up here. Project management. That's your. These are the people who will be using Excel. Now, the funny part about this is all the designations you saw here from different verticals, they use Excel. But if you are all aspiring to grow in life, which you are, I'm sure, and become a manager, each one of you, whether you like it or not, whether you are super talented in AI or any other software, you will end up using Excel. I will promise you that. I am using AI right now for a lot of things. You can actually see, if I next time I share my screen, you will see I am actively using AI. But there is nothing stopping using Excel. Nothing can beat Excel. I mean, there are AI can connect to Excel, and then it will give you a lot of formulas. Only thing AI right now is removing is the memory part of it. Otherwise, Excel is absolutely used. So if you're aspiring to manage a team, that means you'll be handling data. So you should, it's a must, it's a mandate that you know Excel. So you're at the right place. So let's start off with this. So everybody is able to see my screen, I understand. So a beginner's guide to Excel. We are starting off the session. We finished all this. Now give me a thumbs up for how many people have used Excel before for data analysis. Okay, 1, 2, no, okay. Okay, good. So we have a few users here. So Microsoft Excel is basically a spreadsheet software used to store, analyze, and visualize data. So it's used everywhere. So do not misunderstand. It's absolutely used everywhere. So let us look at Excel now. So what you are seeing right now is an Excel sheet. So you're able to see the Excel sheet here. is a cell. Please understand. And request all of you to open Excel on your system. Whoever is on laptop or desktop, please open Excel and keep ready. We are going to do a lot of stuff today in next 15 minutes. So this is a cell. This cell is called A1. If you see here, this is the cell address. This is called A1 cell, what I have colored. Next, I am going to color the next cell, that is called P1, A2, sorry, A2. You see here. So that means A column, B row. Now this is B1, brick color. You see cell address here. That means B column, first row. Okay. This entire thing is called a book. This is a book. What you see here is not an Excel. Usually people misunderstand it. This is a book. This is a book. This is a book. It's an Excel book. This is a sheet. People usually misunderstand. They think I have saved an Excel sheet on your system. No, you have saved an Excel book on my system, which has so many sheets, Excel sheets. So we now understand what is an Excel book, what is an Excel sheet, and what a cell is. So this is as basic I can get. Because of, I mean, if it was a 4 weeks class, then I would explain more, but this is for now enough. So let us start with data entry. For example, I want to enter. So I'm just typing, I'm entering it here, I'm placing the mouse here, and I'm entering names here. And I can enter numbers. This is data entry. So when I get some data in any sheet, hard copy, I enter data here, or when I get it in soft copy, I copy paste the data here. So that is Excel. Now I have ribbons. These are called ribbons. One you see on top, like I have on paste, then I have fonts. All the formatting equipments are here. So I'm sure all of you are comfortable and understand what formatting means here. These are called ribbons. These are called different tabs. Now I have insert. I'm in insert tab now. Earlier I was in home tab. Now I am in insert tab. Now I have different functions here, different utilities in insert tab. This is a page layout tab. Likewise, these are all tabs. This is a formulas tab. Now I am in data tab, review tab, view tab. Now I'm back in home tab. So this is Excel book, Excel sheet, Excel ribbon, and Excel tabs. Any questions, or can we move on? Any one person can type. I'll move on. Okay, Pranit Kopula. Okay, I'll move on then. So let us just go to this thing. I want you all to type this, please. Please type it on your Excel sheet. Once you are typing, once you are typed, let me know. Done. Okay, Jalaluddin is a fast typer, I guess. We'll wait for one more person, then I'll move on. Excellent. Okay, good. So now, good. Now that you get to know, I mean, you already knew how to type. Now I'm going to do something here. Very basics I'm going to start with. Okay, I just took the number because I'm too lazy to type any number. So I will say item. I'll say pen, pencil, eraser, box. Now I have here 4 items here. Okay, please type this in the same sheet and like this, format it like this, please. Watch what I am doing. Format it like this. So you know formatting. Done. Just format it like this. Quantity. So I have 20 pens, 19 pencils, 21 erasers, 20 boxes, or 15 boxes. Okay. Let us go through form. If you have done formatting and all, please anybody type done. I'll move on. Oh, can you explain the ribbons part? Somebody asked the ribbons part. Yeah. And I think somebody, yeah. Present, if you want to change the color or font, that is one. Yeah, you can merge cell, center, formula. You can correct, also called a ribbon. And you can do lot more stuff. Like you can have formulas, you can insert pivots, you can design the form, you can call slicers, you can insert graphs. Ribbon does 10,000 things I cannot cover in 1 hour. But somebody tried to do this. Praneeth Kokula answered. Jalaluddin asked. Jalaluddin, that answer is good. Whatever Praneeth has given is good. Okay, so here first is I'm going to show you one formula and I'm going to show you a function so that you understand the difference between formula and function. Now my boss said, procurement department, purchase department said, we have bought all this. Now my boss said, how many we have bought? So I say, I have to add all this. So I say is equal to, formula or function starts with is equal to. So Excel is created on Java. Please understand, it's called MS Java. It's created on MS Java. So in that language, it understands is equal to means I'm starting a formula or a function. That is why all formulas or functions should start with is equal to. Is equal to, I click on this, then I say plus, then I click on this, then I say plus, then I click on this, again, then I say plus, then I click on this. So, and I hit enter. I have 75 items I have bought. Frag means what, Mohammad Yasser? Drag, yeah, we can drag the formulas. Yeah, we can. So it's going to add the data selected. Yeah. So, yeah, done. Can you do it again? Okay, sure. Mukesh Reddy, I will do it again. So what I do, Mukesh Reddy, is I place the cell here next to total. And then I say is equal to, okay. Then I click the first item here, 20, whichever I want to add. Then I say plus. Then I click the next item here. Then I say plus. Click the next item here. Then I say plus. Then I click the next item here. Now I hit enter. Sir, why we start from G2? Yeah, that's a great question because the first data is in G2. This is the first data. Yeah, Pranit, correct. Yeah, good. So now I have 75. Now see what happens is once I add it here, Okay, this is called a formula. Great, Pawan, great. This is called a formula. Now I'll show you a function. For the same result, I'll show you a function. Is equal to, everybody please type as I do it. Sum, open bracket, okay. Then I click here and I choose everything. And I close the bracket. See, I still get 75. Yes, G2 to G5, correct. You don't have to type that. Sometimes, Pranit, what happens is you have very large number of data. So it's better that you start understanding how to select and like this. Okay. So I'll do it again, is equal to sum, open brackets. I click this, drag till the last item, close the bracket. Pranit, no, I understood. I just didn't want anyone else to misunderstand that. So yes, right. It's sum G2 to G5. Jalaluddin is done. So both ways. First is the formula I typed. See, this is the formula. If you see, this is the formula bar. That's the formula bar that you are seeing. So this is where first I type the formula. Next I type this sum function. Sorry. What happened? Okay. 1 second. I type the sum here. Hello, are you able to hear me now? Thanks, Mukesh. Yeah, correct, Jalaluddin. Function, no, Jalaluddin. Formula is G2 plus G3 plus G4 is formula. Function is sum is equal to G2 plus G. Okay, thanks, Harita. Hey, not bad, yeah. Come on, it's okay. So now I will show you one more thing here. See, I have selected the whole thing, right? I've selected the whole thing. Now look at the where my mouse is moving. Okay. See this. See that? It shows sum, count, average, all three. We are going to learn formulas for all these now. Okay, everybody is okay with function, sum function. Now we'll go with average function. Okay, it is nothing but is equal to average. Select the range. This is called a range. And then hit enter. This is the average. This is called a range. You see, G2 to G5 is a range. Okay. Now I have created an average here. So look at the formula bar. You will see the function there for average. Okay. Let us see what happens in sum or average. In any function I put or formula, let us see what happens if I change the number here. I am changing this to 2. See here, this changes. Or I'm changing this to 15. Changes. Or I'll change this to 10. Changes. Or I delete this. Anything. So whatever function or formula you got here, double click on that, you will see. The result will change if the data changes. Okay, we'll move on now. Somebody says move on, I'll move on. Okay, thanks, Sneha. Yeah, thanks, Mohammed Yasser. So here, next one we'll learn is count. How to count the items. For example, I'll show you data here. See here, I have got so many names, right? In data, you get like that. You get so many names here, so many data points you get. Now, your boss will ask, tell me how many people are there. For example, from this, he'll just say how many people applied for the job. Of course, in a smaller amount of data, I can look here and say 102 because it's a 102nd row and it starts with the second. So 100 people are there, I can say. I can go here and say count 100 in small sets of data. But if I have large set of data, my boss will ask me, my manager will ask, okay, how many people came for the function? Or how many students are there in that school? Can you tell me? He is on phone, you're on phone. He wants it. He wants that number right away. So how to find it is equal to count. Okay. Open bracket. Choose the range from where it starts till where it ends. Or you can choose more also, not a problem. And then close parenthesis. See here. See that formula, count. Once you do that and hit enter, sorry. Count A. Count A is a formula. Function, sorry. Okay, so look at this. Count A, range. I'll type that again. Count A, open bracket, and choose the range here. And close the bracket. 100 people are there. I can count it just using a function called count A. Anybody wants me to repeat that, or shall I move on to the next one, please? I am okay both ways. Done. Okay. Move on. Okay. Good. Good. Go on. Okay. So count A basically. Now what happens if I, let us say, remove one name from here? 99. So what does count A do is it will only count the cells which has some entry in it. Like I can put 2, 3, 4 also. It will say 100 again. It may not have to be named. I can put B, whatever. It will stay. I can remove this. Okay. It will change the number here. So I hope everybody understood count A. So we'll move on. Now we have this age, course and everything. Okay. Now I'll say 15-year age, 19, I'll say 18. Now I am working with only small data here. I'm not working with large data, but you also have to imagine that, always have to imagine that we are working with large sets of data. 1 lakh rows of data, 1 lakh students are there, 20,000 employees are there, all that. So in this, I will ask your job is to find out. We have age, name and age, right? Your job is to find out least age. Who is the youngest in this? Can anybody tell me who is the youngest in this data? Rahul is correct. Rahul. So what is his age? 15. So my boss wants to know what is the youngest person's, not name, they want to know youngest person's age. So I will say is equal to min min, open bracket, I choose the range and I close bracket. I get 15 years. So he is the youngest, right? Rahul is the youngest and his age is 15 years. All this will work only with numbers, guys. Okay. Now, let us say I change this to 25. Rahul is 25. Who is the youngest now? Deepak. See, that is the minimum. Okay, now let us take, this guy is 34. Who is the youngest now? Anita. Right? 19 is the youngest. 19 is the minimum number. So let us say in mathematics or something, you get all mark sheet you have. Who has got the lowest mark sheet marks, you can find out using this. So go ahead, please. Use that. See if you can use the data for practice. Okay. So now we are looking at all marks here for math, science, English total. Same if you use that minimum. Now I want to find maximum is equal to max open, sorry, is equal to max open bracket. I choose the range here. 34. See, this is the maximum age. So to find the minimum, this is the function. To find the maximum, this is the function. I am going to share this book with you at the end of the session. I am going to share all this with you. You can play whichever way you want. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. As soon as you tell me move on, I will move. Move on. Okay. So here we'll use if now. If. Okay. So if is a logical statement. Okay. Logical statement means in this function, if some condition is satisfied, then this should happen, show this or show that. For example, let us go to mark sheet. Here I have what the heck? I'm not supposed to have. Okay, here I have, see, average total marks I have. Okay. Here I have total marks. Okay. Now I have to put pass or fail in this. Okay. I have to put pass or fail. Now 300 let us say 300. So can anybody tell me, sorry, can anybody tell me in the chat, if you answer within 5 seconds, that means you know. What is the function used to find the lowest marks in this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Satvik. No. Yeah, sir, you are late. Harita, you are late. Everybody is late. Good. Good. Okay. Now I want to find out, first is least marks obtained. You have to play with the data like this. Okay, least marks obtained. So I will put here is equal to minimum, min. I choose the range. Then I say this. This is 209, correct. Highest marks obtained. Highest marks obtained is equal to max second highest. Yeah, I will come to second highest in next class. Now, that's a logical function. That's why, Satvik. 263. That's the maximum marks obtained. So I found this thing, minimum and maximum. Now I find for the whole class average marks is equal to AVE RH, average marks obtained. This is the average marks obtained. Now I have minimum, maximum, and average marks. Now let us use if function to check if it is passed or failed. Now let us say, here we say 240. Let us keep. Correct. If Pranit, yeah, correct, Pranit. Yeah, correct. So here we say is equal to, let us say if, sorry, result, we'll say result is equal to if I choose this cell. See, E2 cell I am choosing. Okay, if E2 is greater than or equal to, what did this guy say, 25? Not 25. Okay, yeah, just like that. 240, let us say. 240. Okay, then comma is then open, because you want to say pass or fail. Pass or fail is in text, so you have to put it in the inverted commas. Pass or else fail. Close parenthesis. Now we'll close. So if you see this here, what happens? Please look at the formula and ask me if you have any doubts. See, if I see this, look at the formula. Okay, here. E2 is which? This is E2. I said all functions and formulas start with is equal to. So it starts with is equal to. Then we are learning if. So if logical function. So after every function, there has to be a bracket. So parenthesis. So I open bracket. Then I choose which number I want to check. This number, which is in E2. Right? E column, second row. Got it? So that is why I say if E2 is, this is the sign, greater than or equal to 240. That is just number I took. Some number you can take any number. 240. Then I put a comma here. Means then. If E2 is more than equal to 240, then pass. Else, another comma. Fail. Close bracket. Okay. Why I put pass and fail in inverted comma here, inverted comma, because they are text. We want text result. They are in text text. So now using the function, I can find out whether it's pass or fail. Now we say 240, right? 240 is the limit. Let us, this guy is a 235. Okay. This is also a function sum. So let us make this guy pass. Let us say he got 90 here. See what happens here. This became 250, which is more than 240. That is why now this guy is passed, because it's more than 240. Let us fail this guy. See, 35, I change the number. It became 199, which is less than 240. Now here I say, if E3 here, which is E, column E, row 3, here, E3. So if E3 is greater than or equal to 240, it is pass or fail. How did I get this? E3, I did not type anything here. I went here. You see this plus sign here, now, which will turn into black plus sign here. Then I click here and then I drag it. That one. I drag it, then I get the formula in all other cells, wherever it's required. If plus Sneha, if condition true case, false case. Correct. Correct, Sneha. So in this condition is what? Sneha? Yes, correct. Correct, Jalaluddin. Correct. And the first case is true case is pass, false cases. You can put whichever way. If it is less than also, it's fine. Correct. So can we move on to the next one? Okay. Okay. Mukesh and yeah. Now we are trying to find out on a web form or something to allow somebody inside a park. It's a game park. So there are two conditions. One is the guy should be here above 18 years old. He should be above 18 years. And height is above 5 feet. Everybody understood this, right? The guy should be above 18 years old and height should be above 5 feet. Then only he is allowed inside. For that, we use something called AND. Please watch this here or here also, but this is a common one, formula. Logical operator, correct, Sneha? And for and do we use no ampersand, Jalaluddin. Actually we use the word and. Okay. So and open brackets. See, every function or formula starts with is equal to, and every function starts with a bracket. So I say function is and open brackets. I say first logic. It says here logic 1, logic 2, logic 3. How many ever logic I can have? So it has to satisfy both the logic. Logic 1 is this cell, which is B3, should be more than or equal to. Jalaluddin, am I right? Yes, 18, comma, second condition, logic 2 I have to put. This, yeah, 5 feet age, correct. Pranit, correct. This should be more than or equal to 5 feet. Close brackets. So it is true. It says the Boolean under, they call it Boolean, true or false, it gives results. That means this guy can be allowed. Because Ajit is 18 years old and is 6 feet tall. Here it condition says it should be greater than or equal to 18 and greater than or equal to 5 feet tall. Pranit, correct. The Pranit has used if also in that, very true. So let us say Ajit is 15 years old only, but he is 6 feet tall. What will happen here? False. Because one of the condition is not met. Correct, Jalaluddin. One of the condition is not met. So let us say it's 20 years old. True. Okay, Pranit. So let us say Ajit is 20 years old. Both the conditions are met. A question, okay. Because what will happen, I asked. If I change this to 10 years, let us say, what will happen? Not allowed, correct. Which is false. So let us say I'll make this 22 years old. Now if I change this below 5 feet, what will happen? Same. Perfect. Not allowed or false, correct. So yeah, so now I'm going to drag this. Please everybody watch how my cursor changes from this to this, this to this. I'm showing it again, this to this. So every time I don't have to, it says for all the persons, yeah. So every time I don't have to change type the formula. I just have or the function. I just can drag it along. So this is it, Pranit and Jalaluddin. This is what you guys were talking about, right? This formula here. Yeah. Okay, I hope this is clear. Can we move on? Okay. Now, let us say one of the condition has to meet. Meaning, what is a great example for one condition has to meet? Or, correct. Mukesh, Yasser, or. So we say any one has to meet. So either he is 18 years and above age, or he is 5 feet and above. Any one meets. So let us say this 14. Here, can anybody tell me why Ajit is not allowed? No, we can't use ampersand and any other symbol in functions. Correct, Jalaluddin. Both are false. So here, why is it true? He is only 11-year-old, right? Brahma. Why is it true here? Correct. So I hope everybody understood. Only okay. Like, yeah. Ravi, can we move on, because very common people are responding, which I like. Correct, Pranit. Which I like, but to move on, I need consent from most guys. So
Guys, please do respond to this, sir. Then
they are
it is much.
responding, but yeah, for me to move on from this operator, I need more people to respond. Yeah, Lakshmi Varshita J. Move on. Okay, move on. Moving on. New person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us take. Usually, how you get. Sorry. How you get data? Sometimes you get data like this. Let us take Raju, Reddy, Naidu, Rao, Sharma, something like that you get. Okay, so it's like first name and last name. Now you want both the names in one cell only. You want Akash and Raju, these names in one cell only, and you have 1 lakh data. Okay, like this, you want it in one cell. You want data. Sorry, you have a large quantity of data. So what you do is you say is equal to, the function for that is equal to concatenate. No, Pranit, not merge cell. If you merge cell, you lose one data. I will show merge cell here. See, if I merge it here, see, merge cells only keeps the upper left value and discards other values. So I'll lose Raju here. So instead, I'll say concatenate. Please look at this so that you will get the spelling. Concatenate. I'll choose, I want to add what is in A3 with, I want to add what is in B3. So I choose A3, comma, B3. Correct, Sneha? Correct, concatenate. And then I close. After finishing the function, you always close the bracket. I hit enter. Now I have Akash Raju. But if I want space here, see, I put a space. Now I'm concatenating three things. One is whatever the text is there in A3, comma, and a space in between, comma, and then whatever text is in B3. And I hit enter. See, got it? See now, I got all this now. Got it. Jalaluddin got it. Okay. Let us move to okay. So move on. Huh? Okay. Move on. Okay. Move on. Fine. So we got through concatenate. Sometimes you get data in this format. Like this you get. Now what happens if you get like that is, even if you concatenate, you will get a big space in between, and that's not a clean data. I do this, I put space here, then I concatenate this. See where it is? So before I concatenate, what should I do is, I trim the data. Okay, I trim the data. See, if I trim the data and then concatenate, what happens? I trim the data. See, it now looks good. So basically what I'm trying to say is, now I've got space here, so much space. Instead, to remove that space, I just say trim. Understood, guys? I can, here also there are spaces. I still say nothing happens here. Okay, good. Now sometimes you get data like this. See, it's supposed to be in capital. It is not. So for these data, this data to be in a capital, first letter should be capital. Okay, Pranit. First letter should be capital. So I say is equal to proper. Choose that data where I want it to be proper. And then see now what has happened. Akash here has become a capital Akash. So the function for that is proper. So I hope everybody understood proper. Now see, this is an important message. And I want this message in capital letters. This message, which you see here, I want it here. For example, I'm giving you, I'm just merging, for example. I want this message here in capital letters. So what I do is equal to upper open bracket, choose the message. See? Similarly, if I want everything in lower format, for example, I have this here, and then what Sharma is this? I want this message to be converted into lower letter. So I'll say is equal to LOWER lower, choose the cell which converts to lower. Everybody is clear on this? Shall we move on? Yeah, Jalaluddin, correct, lower. Sorry, I didn't see the message first. Anybody wants me to repeat this, or shall we move on? Please let me know. Okay, this is a new person, Krishna. Yeah, okay, we'll move on. Okay, thank you, Pranit. Yeah, Mukesh. So there's a lot more to this to learn. So let us just move on to next one. I'm not going to discuss date month now because it is a bigger subject. So, but I can tell you one function is equal to today. Open brackets, close bracket gives you today's date. So if you format the date, you can go to format, right click, format cells. You can choose the date into any format that you want. It's a, oh, who is this not new person? You have been messaging under a different name. Is that so, Krishna? Oh, okay, that's you then. Okay, fine, fine. I'm sorry. Yeah. So let's go to the count sum again. This is very important. Count and sum. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to give you something, guys, here. Okay. Let us understand what is a count. From count A, do any of you remember what count A function does? Number of objects. Yeah. Number, how many numbers, how many entries, objects are entries, correct. Number of instances, correct. Yeah, sir, Jalal, yeah, active guys. Now, I'm going to, what does if do? It checks a condition, Mukesh, correct. Check condition, yeah, sir, correct. So now, let us, Purvi, correct, it checks condition. So let us now do this both, count and if, okay. So by logically, what should you do? What should count if do? It should count if a condition is met, correct? In a given range, correct? So I'm going to do this. Now I have here payment method. Payment method. Now my boss wants to know there is a sales here. These are the people. Okay, these are the people. I have here around 300 customers are there. They bought different stuff. Some bought furniture, some bought groceries, electronics, clothing, everything. My boss wants to know, dude, I want to know how many people paid by credit card, how many people paid by UPI, how many people paid by cash. There is functional way of doing it. There is another way of doing it also. That I will come to later. But functional way of doing it, let's first check out using function. So what does functional way of doing it is equal to, all functions start with is equal to count if. So after typing function, what should I type next? After I type function, any function, Pranit, what should I type next? Jalaluddin, I will respond to you in a minute. Pranit, you understood the question, right? I have typed is equal to count if. Count if is a function. What should I type next? Correct. I should type a parenthesis. Perfect. Then if you type a parenthesis, Excel will tell you what to do next. It says choose the range. So this is the range. This is the range. Okay. Then I put a comma here. Again. Now it will ask me what is the criteria, because it is saying you said count if. You said count if. And you also said in this range. Because you said it, what is the condition? I say this is the condition. That is a condition. Credit card. Correct, Purvi Shetty, brackets. Credit card. I say count if, in this count if, in this range, credit card, because see, I have written credit card in this L2. So I say L2. Okay. And then I close the parenthesis. Okay. Correct, Purvi. Correct, Pranit. I close the bracket, right? Correct. 62 people. Do you see? 62 people paid by credit card. Now, please check this out. J2 to J301. Okay, that is the range. Now, what do I do? What is the formula if I have to find out how many people paid by UPI? Jalaluddin, correct. Is equal to count if this range in this, correct. No, Pranit, you cannot drag. That's a great idea, but you cannot drag. I'll show you why. Okay. You have different entries though. Correct. Correct, Pranit. You are right. You are right. So now I will type. I cannot drag. I will show you why. Okay. Yes, Jalaluddin, correct. So here I've got, see, 62 people paid in credit card, 52 paid UPI, 57 paid cash. So all of you, yeah, I will, Jalaluddin, which is why we can't drag, correct. So all of you understood COUNTIF function. So if you say yes, apart from, I mean, if you say yes, then I'll move on. Why? I'll explain why we cannot drag. Okay, Lakshmi, Varshita. We cannot drag because, see, you see when I double click, you see how the range comes there. That blue one, everybody is able to see that. Somebody put a thumbs up if you're able to see the range. Yes. Now for credit card, this is the range, correct? Now for debit card also, this is the range. See. For cash also, this is the range. See. Now, let us see what happens if I drag. See this first, J2 to J301. Please remember it is J2, J column, second row to J column, 301st row it is. See what happens if I drag. Now I am dragging it. See, it becomes J3 to J302. It changes the row. Column is not changing. See this now range. See the range now. Column is not changed. It is come down one row. This is the common mistake people do while using Excel formulas or functions. They just drag it. You should not drag it. So now it has missed the first row of the data. See now if I come to cash here, see, look at the range. It missed the 2 rows of data. But don't worry, Pranit, your idea is correct. Dragging, you cannot, if there are like 15 rows, nobody types formula function 15 times. There is a way of doing it. I will show you right now. Okay. So now we missed 2 rows of data now because we dragged it. So then you might ask, sir, what if there is 100 rows I have to type formula or what? No, no, you don't have to type formula at all. Formulas or function you have to type only once and you can drag it, provided there is an idea, there is a trick to this. The trick is this. See, I'm deleting this one time, I'm doing this formula. What is changing here? Can you tell me? If I drag it down, what should change? First formula is counting for credit cards. You see the red color there on credit card that comes up? Credit card. So if I drag it down, what should change? No, Jalaluddin, that's called transpose. That's a different analytics. Jalaluddin is asking, we can add the entries in rows, then convert into columns. Yeah, that's called transpose. We don't have to do that. That's a good idea though. It's a great approach, but we don't have to do that. So what should change when I drag it down? It should change from credit card to UPI, that's all, correct? But the range should remain the same. Range means J2 to J301. That should remain the same. For that to happen, what I will do is I will choose this range. J2 to J301, I'll choose. Okay. And then I will press F4. F4. I will choose the range and press F4. That is called franking, or it's called arresting the column or arresting the row. So if I type $ before the column, I have arrested that column. Even if I drag it anywhere, the column will not move or the row will not move. If I type $ next to the row, so J is the column. So before the column, I type $sign. Then 2 is the row. So before the row, I type $sign again. So now J2 is arrested. From J2, the range is still J301. So J is still the column. So I arrested by typing a $sign before the column, which is J. The row is 301. So I arrest the row by typing $sign before the row, which is 301. Now what I have done is I've arrested the whole range. Now see what happens. If I drag it, now see here, J2 to J301 in this formula. Okay, here for credit card. If I go to UPI, it is the same. Nothing changes. If I go to cash, it is still the same. Nothing changes. Anybody is confused or everybody understood? Please let me know. See, for this, I want a consensus. I don't even know how many people have logged in. 26 or 24 people. Got it, Jalaluddin. Okay, I want please more people to respond to this. If you're not understood, I will understood. Okay, okay. Mohammed Yasir. Okay. More people, please. More people. Because this is major mistake people will do. You will unnecessarily get bad name. Understood. Anybody wants me to repeat again? I will repeat from the beginning. Arshita, Harita. Okay. Purvi Shetty. Mukkolu Divyashri. Okay. Banerjee Garu. Okay. Got it, sir. Okay. What is the name I gave for this? This is not a famous name in anybody knows, but I gave and I said a name. Arresting the range, data arresting. Yeah, before that, I used another word. Anybody remember that? It's called franking. F-R-A-N-K-I-N-G. Franking. Actually, lock or arresting, but franking is also, that's the name that I use. Franking the range, I call it. Okay. So please understand. So this is how COUNTIF is used. Okay, great, great. So now, okay, here I'm going to give you this data. Okay, this data I'll give you. How do I give you this data? Okay. One second. I'm not sure. Okay, Ravi Kumar.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Yes.
So I have sent you a few files, but have I sent you one? I don't know. One second.
Quiz or like?
Quiz, not quiz. Okay. Practice data. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I
sir.
think I've sent you practice. Yeah, can you send that here to everybody?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. I will.
Yeah, thank you. Great. So that is about COUNTIF. What you guys should do, my request to every participant here is, let us say my boss say, okay, okay, let us say my boss wants to know, so 62 people are paid by credit card, 52 have paid by UPI, and no. Okay. Okay, guys. So tell me, how many people paid? How many people have purchased for more than 1,000 rupees? Can anybody do that now and tell me? Okay, Ravi, you're sending that data later or how?
Yeah, sir, I'm sending now itself. Give me a second.
Okay, Jalaluddin, it's L7 is correct, but J is not the range because not more than no. The range you have to change because where is the price, Jalaluddin? Price is in which column? Column I, right? So count if, not count if, okay. Open bracket. In one, frank it. What am I doing? You got this thing. You got this thing. You got the logic. Okay. So just understand the range is different. Okay, that formatting is a problem in that file. That's about it. Okay. So count if. Next, I will teach you. Let us go to sum if. So sum if is the same logic. Okay. Yeah. Greater than L7 will not work. Okay, that's it. You have to use Satvik. You have to use more than one function for that. But yeah, but your knowledge of function is correct. Satvik, good job. So, but you understood, right? We have to go from one range to, you have to look for the range, proper range, depending on what you want to do. Correct. So now, yeah. Okay. Somebody got emotional there. Okay. Please use the same logic for sum if. Okay. Count if, sum if. And let us move on to the last for the day. Greater than 1,000. Is it, Pranit, if you have got to put parentheses, it becomes a text. Okay, I can show you. Okay. I will use your function, Pranit. Okay, I don't want to discourage you, but let us see. 264, it's working. Correct, it's working. Pranit is right. String it is correct. It is string, correct. It's working because the format here is string. It ideally doesn't work. Yasser is right. So anybody who paid more than 1,000, 500,000, so please try that exercise. Ravi is going to send you the sheet later on. No.
I already shared, sir. I already shared in the chat.
Okay, great. So after the session, now guys, what you will want to do mostly is create random data. Okay. So I'll just show you a simple this thing is equal to rand between 1 comma 5. Say if I do this, it just starts creating random numbers between 1 and 5. Everybody is able to understand. You will understand why this function is important when you start working on Excel, because you will need data. Sometimes you will put 1,000 names here, then you will be wondering, "Arey, marks ke liye kahan jaun main?" I mean, for example, say, put here, then I have to put marks between, let us say, is equal to, yes, correct. That is good for generating sample data, right, Jalaluddin? Ran between, let us say, 25 marks to 100 marks. We'll say just to work on it, you need sample data. Copy this. Once you copy all this, I mean, once you drag it down, copy and paste values here. That way it doesn't change again. Now we have got values. How Word give the same, some random text. Correct, Pranit. Or I can show you what I do. I go to ChatGPT. Okay. From ChatGPT, I ask ChatGPT, what do I do? I say, create data of 10 students with marks. Got it? Are you seeing this? No, Jalaluddin, random words, there is nothing in, there is no function in Excel, but I can write a macro for it. For random words, I can create a macro. Now, if you want this in Excel format, can I please generate, download in Excel. It will generate download in Excel. Yeah, you can copy paste it, yeah, sir, or you can ask it to generate download in Excel. Okay, this says temporary system issue because I have used it already too many times. So you can just copy paste this. There you go. I hope I answered you, Jalaluddin and Yasser. Okay, thanks. So that's ran between. It's very important. Please create your own data and try to practice. Actually, we have gone through a lot of functions today. Okay, I will give you another one. But I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, for example, I have created some mobile numbers now. Okay, mobile numbers. Now, what is the length of a mobile number? It's a 10-digit, correct? Now you will get data with wrong, less than 10 digits sometimes. 1 lakh rows of data you get. So your boss will say, I want to know which is actual mobile number and which is a wrong number, meaning which does not have 10 digits. To find that, use a simple function called len is equal to, sorry. So can anybody tell me any formula and function? What is it I start with? Correct. Yeah, sir. Question mark. Correct. Or you want me to repeat the question? Huh? I don't know. Okay, anyway, we start with an is equal to. Question was, what do we start formula or function with? We start with a question mark. And now the function to find out the length of a text in a cell, text or digits, whatever is, characters, length of character is len. Now, after function, what is it we type? Correct, Pranit. We type, Pranit gave the whole function. We type the parenthesis. Once we type parenthesis, we choose the cell in which we have the text. Yeah, Surajit Roy, correct. We choose the text, the cell in which we have text. This text has so many characters. We want to find out the length of the text. How many characters? So, and we close the parenthesis. This has 10 digits it has. Like, for example, Rene Kulkarni is there. So, how many characters are there, including space? Rene Kulkarni has 14, including space. Veerlal has 8. Now, if I say Veerlal Babu space, now it has 13 characters. Like that, in these 4 numbers we have 10 characters in this, meaning it's a valid mobile number. I'm giving you real world use cases. This will be asked. They will give you 10 lakh phone numbers and ask you to first step cleaning the data is find out which has 10 digits, because anything above or below 10 digit is an invalid phone number. You see this? This is an invalid phone number. This is also an invalid phone number. So the function is called len. Everybody understood? Yeah, I mean, somebody says move on, then Ravi will take over. Or if you have any questions, please go fire.
Yeah, guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful session and such an insightful session that you had taken place.
Thank you.
And as you said, like we will go with the quiz. I was sharing the quiz link.
Okay. So Jalaluddin, that is it. You have not missed anything.
Go through the quiz.
Oh yeah. Please go through the quiz once. It should be greater than or equal to 10. Yeah. Correct, Pranit. No, it should not. It should be equal to 10, not greater. Pranita Surajit Roy. Sorry. It should be equal to 10. Then valid, else invalid. Yeah, guys, go through the quiz once.
And respond quickly as soon as possible. Like, don't you go through GPTs and all the stuff. Try to answer by your own so that we can get the response and the things that you get. And thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful insights on the Excel.
Thank you.
Data visualization. And furtherly, we will be conducting such more insightful sessions with our participants. And I hope you are joining us.
I hope so too. Thanks for making this happen.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Thank you. No, thanks to Slate Valley, Ravi, for thanks. Such a sweet feedback. Who was that? Satvik G. Excellent session, sir. Thank you. Yeah, we went through around 20-25 functions, I think. 100 marks. Yasser is giving 100 marks. Awesome. So, yeah, Jalaluddin, amazing session. Good. It was a very, very interactive session. Thanks to you guys. But this is not enough. Let me very clearly say this. Please do not go back thinking that you have learned Excel. 25 years with Excel that I can still not confidently say I've learned. Thanks, Prince. Okay, so thanks to Slate Valley. Thanks, Sarita. Thank you so much. Thanks to Slate Valley for making this happen, and have a great Sunday.